Today on the channel, no fooling here with the vintage collection, Walmart exclusive Masters of the Universe Masterverse Faker.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we step into the Masterverse, this time with the Walmart exclusive Vintage Faker. But for all your Faker needs and a whole lot more, Walmart. But for everything else under the sun, jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And this Faker just starting to hit Walmart stores. Of course, my pre-order had been canceled. I reordered it. I need to go back in there and cancel it because one of my local Walmarts got about 15 of these on the shelf. I swooped in, picked this one up. Quite the scene at that Walmart too, because the power went out and I was just fortunate to be able to check out with this with my life really at Walmart. But very excited to get Faker, of course, an all-timer. And whenever I think of Faker, I remember my dad telling me when I was a little kid, he put me down on his knee. I think I was 4 years old. And he said, Kyle, this is how I know that He-Man has really jumped the shark. And I don't think he used jump the shark. I don't think that was a term back then quite yet. But he said, this is where I knew it was over for He-Man. And he was wrong on that. But I did see where he was going, as it was He-Man just repainted blue. And he saw the craziness in that when I was a little kid. Not me, though. Made all the sense of the world. And guess what? Still makes sense to me here all these years later. But this is part of the Walmart Vintage Collection. Now, what we've got Skeletor He-Man part of this. We also got Zodak part of this. Now we got Faker. And I think, didn't we get 2 He-Man and 2 Skeletor with the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive? It gets convoluted, but it's a line within a line inside of a sub-line. It gets confusing, as I said, but this is a Walmart exclusive. It is the vintage version of one Faker, of course, in that beautiful blue color. And by my count, and I'm counting off Todd McFarlane's toes over there, I think this is the third Faker figure in the Masterverse. We got this one. We got another really good blue one. We'll compare that. And then we got that really terrible robot-looking one from the first Revelation. You know what I mean. So I think we got 3 in this style already. This could be the one for everybody, though. Of course, really a take off the He-Man, of course, once again. But you got Faker here, Masters of the Universe, Vintage Collection, window box. Got that He-Man style artwork there, of course. Masterverse up there at the top. 30 points of articulation. Watch out over there. Nothing too fun. Nothing too fun. Old school artwork at the top. Masters, one of the best artworks of all time. There's no doubt about it. Beautiful up there. He-Man and Faker squaring off. Little action features, of course, and then Jibber and Jabber down low. You got to have some of that. Faker is no He-Man. He's the evil blue robotic warrior of Skeletor. And you got Skeletor just laughing maniacally in the background. You can always see that. It does say he is armed for battle. It says armed for battle. Reveal robotic recorder. He's got an old school recorder there, as we know. In 1982, Masters of the Universe took the world by storm with action figures that captured the imaginations of people from here to Eternia. Today, the Masterverse celebrates the original designs as modern 7-inch scale action figures with the vintage collection. And once again, a line inside of a line is basically what it is. And what do we got here? Okay, so you got the little open there on the side. And then I think, yep, right there. And I'm just going to tear the package. I've gone this far, might as well. You got a little bit of shenanigans here. See you later, goodbye. Content list, we get some hands. And then the weapons and the shield on the side. So looking very good. And it does say open, so I will. Because I do what I'm told. I'm a good boy at the end of the day. Can I get the baggie out? There it is. See you later. Shuffle off to the side. Look at that. The Masters of the Universe baggie. You know we're here for that. And we get all the riches. The spoil of the riches inside right there. And there it is. Give me the old skyhook. See you later. Goodbye. All right, we do get some weapons here. We get 2 extra hands. We'll get to this in a second. We got a Fist of Fury and a gripping hand. Different hands out of the package, so we do get those. Nice, beautiful blue, akin to a Smurf, of course. A lot of rumors out there that Faker was the father of a lot of Smurfs. I don't know. Somebody fact check it. Todd McFarlane, Mark Summers get to work over there. We do get the big old shield here. A little bit of that marbling plastic there. Kind of a rusted bronzish color. How about that? We do get the big old power axe here as well. Looking very good. Two iconic weapons for Faker. Seen him before. We'll see him again. But now we get the old plastic prison. And we got twist ties, Todd McFarlane. Yeah, I know you're not friends with Mattel right now. Mattel and McFarlane not getting along right now, as you can imagine. All right, we'll stop talking about it. We'll be good. But there he is in the plastic prison. And we got twist ties here. So we're going to get those out. Always dangerous with these He-Man. These 30 points of articulation, you got to lock those points of articulation down, apparently. And that's what they're doing here with the old Masterverse. Especially the Walmart exclusives. More and more of these Walmarts locking stuff behind glass. It's just a wild time. I was hearing about how Lego sales have started to drop at Walmart because nobody wants to wait a half hour to find a Walmart associate to unlock the Legos. So they're losing sales. It's just a crazy time, of course, out there in retail. True story from retail right there. Uh-oh, twist tie locked in. There we go. And we're almost there. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. All right. Now we're getting down to business. Might as well finish off these weapons. We get the big power sword. Not my favorite power sword, but very long. It's a long sword. He's a long swordsman is what he is. Once again, you get that bronze type color there. You got the handle in the same color as well. Matches the other weapons on brand right there. But now we're faking it. And that's usually left for my wife, of course. We got Faker right here. Faker looking good. Looking just like He-Man. He's got that He-Man head. Not the greatest, not the worst, somewhere in the middle, but we know what they're trying to depict with this He-Man head here. Beautiful little Dutch boy head sculpt on this one, looking good. Fabulous teeth on this Faker. I don't care if he's a robot or not, his teeth look absolutely fabulous. I got the big old push broom caterpillars up there for eyebrows in black. Got those black piercing eyes. It's Faker, it's He-Man in blue. We know what it is. Now, he does got the apparatus over the top. Once again, borrowing from his friend Skeletor. Gotta get the most out of your molds. We know how this goes. Easy one for the Mattel team to make, this Faker. But you do got that. You do got the holster in the back for the sword if you need to. Bright orange against the blue. Always looks really good. Forgot the orange hair. How could I forget that? It's got the orange hair going on. Does got some bands on the wrist here. A little protector over here on the side. We've seen those with He-Man again. He's going to slap somebody silly. He's got the slapping hand here. Got the opposite grip hand over here. So we're on point with that as well. This is a Faker that's been in the gym. He's got the six-pack abs. He's not messing around. He's been planking with Edge and Christian is what he's been doing. He's got the loincloth. He better have a loincloth. He's not messing around there in blue. Got the, of course, Faker title belt. It's not real, but it's real to him, so he wears it around. Kind of like we see a lot of people at wrestling shows. They're carrying their title belts. Come on. Unless you're prepared to defend that title belt, I wouldn't be carrying those belts around to shows. That's what I'm saying. That's a pro tip right there. But you never know. I might challenge somebody for one of those belts at a show one day. We'll see. Blue skin, once again, down in the legs. Got a little bit of that dark shading, dark wash over here, making him look a little bit more evil is what he looks like. Got the purple shoes, which takes away all that evilness because wearing purple boots and shoes down here with the straps. And the loincloth, of course, transferring down to the top of the boots. But it does look good. It looks like Faker, of course. And, of course, arms going to go all the way around for us right here. Bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows. Playing all those hits, Todd McFarlane. I'm just saying, if they would have been on your McFarlane, you never know. Hands removable back forth, side to side. Head back forth, side to side. Hula hoop up top, plus traditional waist. Big old splits if you need them. Drop down hips? Nah, I don't think so. Look under that loincloth. There's a little bit of movement. We're going to count it. We're going to count it. Thigh cut right there. Double jointed, pinless knees. Very smooth as butter. Boot cut. Ankles back forth, side to side, up and down. Is that 30 points? Anybody want to keep track at home? Now, is this a Vietnam special? I believe it is, but I don't see anything on the feet. Nothing on the feet. We're going to eat defeat, apparently. So, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he's made in Vietnam. So, pretty smooth joints, all things considered on this one. Not a bad piece of business. I could see somebody having the last version of Faker and maybe not needing this one, but I do like this one. I, of course, got a soft spot for the vintage collection of anything He-Man in the Masters Universe. It's the first action figure line I ever remember collecting as a little kid. I want to say I got the first one probably in 1984, early 1984, maybe something like that. I have to take myself way back to where I could barely remember, but I'll never forget playing with my He-Man figures. That's what started it. Then I went into wrestling and G.I. Joe and everything else you see, but it had to start somewhere. It started with He-Man for me. Where did it start for you? Shout it out in the comments below. But I did mention other versions of Faker. This is the last one. This one wasn't bad at all. Wasn't this New Eternia? I think it was New Eternia. Part of this line as well. Similar but different. That's what we'll call it on this one here. And then, of course, He-Man, the one he's always molded after. You can kind of see the comparisons there. Obviously, a lot of carryover between the two, as we do know. But we're not done. We got another Faker right here. Of course, I'm just a classics guy at the end of the day. You know how I am. Got the classics version of Faker, another all-timer. I think we got 2 different versions of him in the classics line as well. I got them all over there, but this is the first one I saw, so I did grab that. Of course, he is the evil robot of one Skeletor, so I do got the vintage Skeletor with the vintage He-Man there. Just playing all the hits. They're continuing, and then, of course, we did get him as the last one, Zodak, who I never saw in stores, but did get through online at Walmart. So we've got a little line inside of a line in the Masterverse. You know, you got the cartoon collection type figures from that like CGI series that I never watched on Netflix. You got those figures. You got the New Eternia figures. You got the Revelation. You got the Revolution figures, the vintage. It's too hard to keep track of at this point, but there's a lot of He-Man coming at us, and everybody likes stuff coming at us, especially in our face, I'm sure. But Faker looking extra cool here at your local Walmarts if your Walmart's like mine, so you might want to cancel your, well, first go to the store, find it. Once you find it, cancel your online order. They're going to cancel it anyways, probably, but who knows. But Faker, an all-timer, one that brings me back to my childhood, worth a pickup if you ask me. I don't know, but now I'm going to ask you, is it going to be a pickup for you? A pass, a long game, a no game? No game? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out YouTube channel memberships and Patreon if you want to support the channel and you want more content, including early access to all the videos between both YouTube channels and my weekly podcast. Every single Tuesday, it is The Kyle Peterson Show, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. Check it out if you have not already. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. So for Faker, Walmart exclusive, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?